The invitation to take hold of the wisdom that comes from above is universal, and we find that it is expressed in two ways in the book of Proverbs. First, we read of a father inviting his son to take heed of his words. In chapter 4 and verse 20, Solomon says, "My son, give attention to my words, incline your ear to my sayings." Secondly, we read of wisdom personified, extending the invitation to all to come, learn, and become wise. Does not wisdom call, and understanding lift up her voice? To you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of men. O naive ones, understand prudence, and O fools, understand wisdom. Listen, for I will speak noble things. First, we begin by talking about the father's appeal. In Proverbs chapter 3, verses 1 through 4, Solomon writes, "My son, do not forget my teaching, but let your heart keep my commandments. For length of days and years of life and peace they will add to you. Do not let kindness and truth leave you. Bind them around your neck and write them upon the tablet of your heart, so that you will find favor and good repute in the sight of God and of men." An earlier statement in the book is similar to this. "Hear, my son, your father's instruction, and do not forsake your mother's teaching," chapter 1 and verse 8. This earlier passage introduces the father's specific instruction about friendship and evil influences that will be considered later in our study of the book of Proverbs. But the passage that we are examining today, chapter 3, verses 1 through 4, is one that is more general, so for our purposes, we will begin with verse 1. "My son, do not forget my teaching, but let your heart keep my commandments." The father's instruction is that his son not forget his teaching, and this implies that his son had already been taught these things. The father is simply reminding his son of what he has instructed him previously. And the father's invitation then is for the son to hear and accept his teaching, to retain his teaching, and to apply his teaching. As we move into the second verse, "For length of days and years of life and peace they will add to you." So why should the son not listen to his father's instruction? Well, he should listen, not just because of the authority of his father, but because he will benefit from heeding his father's command. The children of Israel were told to honor your father and your mother, as the Lord your God has commanded you, that your days may be prolonged, and that it may go well with you on the land which the Lord your God gives you, Deuteronomy 5 and verse 16. Similarly, Solomon tells his son that by accepting, retaining, and applying his teaching, that he will be blessed for many years. Well, this of course is a general statement and not absolutely true. But as we come into the third verse, we find these words, "Do not let kindness and truth leave you. Bind them around your neck and write them upon the tablet of your heart." The father here again tells his son to retain his instruction. He tells him to do this in two ways: to bind them around your neck, suggesting an outward manifestation of the son's retention of his father's teachings, but also to write them on the tablet of your heart describes how his father's instructions were to govern his inward being, his thoughts, and his motives. And the point is that the wisdom of his father is being imparted to this son. And the wisdom found throughout the book of Proverbs is for the whole man: actions, words, thoughts, and motives. But then we see in verse 4, "So you will find favor and good repute in the sight of God and man." The father here mentions a twofold benefit of following his words of wisdom. First, his son would find favor in the sight of God. Well, as we previously noted, a healthy fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, chapter 1 and verse 7 of Proverbs, but it is also the beginning of wisdom, chapter 9 and verse 10. One must follow after divine wisdom in order to be pleasing to God. And second, this son would be of good repute in the sight of men. The application of the wisdom that is being imparted by his father and discussed throughout the book of Proverbs is that which is practical and can be easily seen, and it is that which will be respected by others. Friends, we thank you for joining us for our program today, and we pray that God blesses you with a wonderful day.